Malaysia and ASEAN seen as peaceful with rapid economic growth. Flood preparedness raised to highest level. Salam Malaysia Madani, you're watching Malaysia Tonight with me, Renee Fong. Foreign nations regard Malaysia as ASEAN and ASEAN as one of the most peaceful regions globally with rapid economic growth. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim shared that this view was conveyed to him during his recent official visits to countries such as China, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Peru, Brazil and South Korea. He highlighted that Malaysia has become a model nation due to its multicultural, multi-religious and multiracial society while maintaining a strong sense of unity.
Malaysia, and we are fortunate to be in this region, ASEAN, one of the most peaceful region in the world. And more significantly, one of the fastest growing economies of the world for 660 million people. Protect this with all the might that you have. Preserve this peace and unity and work hard with tenacity, with courage to ensure that not only we survive, but we excel as a great nation. That must be our dream.
He said this at the launch of the Festival of Ideas at the Putrajaya International Convention Centre. The three-day event, running until tomorrow, brings together over 80 leaders, experts from various fields, academics and industry figures for forums and parallel sessions. Meanwhile, Datuk Seri Anwar said economic considerations, although very important, will not constrain Malaysia's stance in voicing the demands and justice of the Palestinian people, especially in Gaza. Elaborating further in Parliament, the Premier said Malaysia, as an independent and sovereign country, will continue to voice its stance on international issues, including the oppression and tyranny in Gaza. Commenting on Malaysia's relationship with the United States, he said that diplomatically, it is still good and both countries continue all comprehensive partnerships and cooperation, including meetings with the leaders of US.
Seperti mana kita faham, Januari hingga Oktober 2024, jumlah perdagangan dua hala antara Malaysia dan Amerika Syarikat telah meningkat 29.1% kepada 264.28 bilion ringgit, iaitu peningkatan yang agak tinggi, iaitu 57.76 bilion dolar daripada 204.78 bilion ringgit atau 45.09 bilion dolar bagi tempoh yang sama tahun 2023.
Datuk Seri Anwar was responding to a question on whether Malaysia faces any risk of trade sanctions from the United States due to the Prime Minister's outspokenness in defending the rights of the Palestinian people and state. On another matter, Datuk Seri Anwar said the government is using a leasing system in the acquisition of helicopters for use by government agencies and security forces because it is more transparent and helps avoid financial burdens on the nation.
Akan mengelakkan daripada beban kita dari segi maintenance yang menjadi masalah besar sekarang ini, bilion ringgit satu tahun untuk keperluan bahan maintenance dan kerusakan-kerusakan semula jadi. Sebab itu saya setuju meneruskan keputusan leasing yang telah dibuat sebelumnya, cuma kita perluaskan.
Defence Minister Datuk Seri Muhammad Khalid Nordin had previously said that the government would lease 28 helicopters from Italian defence firm Leonardo through a contract worth 16 billion ringgit for a period of 15 years for several agencies, including the Malaysian Armed Forces. Datuk Seri Anwar said that Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni had given assurance of full cooperation in fulfilling the Leonardo helicopter leasing contract, as Italy holds a 30% stake in the company. He said this was conveyed by Meloni during their meeting at the recent G20 summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Commenting on the current natural disaster, the Prime Minister has expressed his gratitude to all parties and agencies involved in the preparations for the Northeast Monsoon MTL, which brings floods, commending the improved management and coordination observed this year.
Di bawah TPM1, NADMA telah diarah untuk memperkemas penyelarasan seluruh kekuatan jentera, agensi persekutuan dan negeri untuk memastikan keselamatan serta kebajikan dan penduduk di kawasan terkesan menjadi keutamaan tertinggi sepanjang tempoh monsun Timur Laut November 2024 hingga Mac 2025.
The Premier emphasised that the affected residents remain a top priority during the northeast monsoon season, which is expected to last until March next year. He expressed appreciation to the Deputy Premier and the National Disaster Management Agency, along with all the machinery, including state governments, for their cooperation and better preparations this year. Preparedness for addressing floods at all stages has now been elevated to its highest level, as the disaster is expected to be more severe than in 2014. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, who is also the chairman of the National Disaster Management Committee, said 82,794 personnel have been deployed to tackle the calamity in the flood-prone states, especially in the East Coast. Given the severity of the situation, he said all parties have been mobilised to ensure the safety and welfare of flood evacuees. He also said the government has identified 8,481 temporary relief centres, PPS, capable of accommodating 2.1 million evacuees nationwide in preparation for this year's northeast monsoon.
Bangsa-bangsa yang tidak berpindah di PPS yang berdaftar. Kita juga membenarkan PPS itu dibuka. Ini tentunya menggunakan budi pecara pegawai jajahan atau pegawai daerah, ya, dan jawatankuasa bencana di peringkat jajahan atau daerah, ya, untuk mengambil beberapa inisiatif, ya, bagi menentukan masa-masa itu ditempatkan, ya. Dan kita mohon juga supaya hotel-hotel tempat penginapan itu diberikan keutamaan kepada pegawai dan anggota penyelamat dahulu, ya. Dan ini kita terpaksa lakukan kerana kita memberikan keutamaan kepada mangsa-mangsa banjir.
He added that various assets from security forces have been deployed, including rescue boats, four-wheel drive vehicles and helicopters. The Ministry of Health, MOH, is studying the development of a National Diagnosis-Related Group DRG system for hospital care across the country. This is part of an effort to address the rising medical costs. Deputy Health Minister Datuk Lukanisman Awang Sauni said that diagnosis-related group, which classifies patients based on diagnosis, type of treatment and resources used in an episode of care, is essential for financing the healthcare sector by calculating health treatment costs, management and tariffs.
sedang giat untuk memikirkan apakah kaedah untuk kita melancarkan DRG ini di peringkat nasional untuk membolehkan hospital-hospital seperti hospital universiti, hospital tentera dan juga hospital swasta mengadaptasikan penggunaan DRG ini dalam untuk menentukan kos supaya kos ini tidak berlebihan dan juga membolehkan golongan M40 ataupun B40 mendapat rawatan yang lebih jelas di sektor swasta. Bukan hanya datang dengan perasaan gusar akan dikenakan dengan harga yang sangat berlebihan.
Datuk Lukanisman also informed that the ministry is in discussions with the Ministry of Finance regarding the implementation of the diagnosis-related group concept. Malaysia has officially reassumed the chairmanship of the ASEAN Community Statistical System ACSS for 2025 after a decade, following its previous leadership in 2015, marking a significant step in strengthening regional statistical collaboration. The Department of Statistics Malaysia said that as ACSS chair for next year, Malaysia will lead efforts to strengthen ASEAN's statistical capacity, support data-driven decisions and promote sustainable and inclusive regional integration. The department said it demonstrated its strong commitment in regional statistical collaboration by co-leading ASEAN stats in key initiatives, which encompassed the ACSS Action Plan 2026 to 2030 and its associated key performance indicators, the Handbook for Mirror Analysis on Merchandise Trade Statistics, and the ASEAN Annual Priority List for 2025. It noted that the primary objectives of these initiatives are to enhance the strategic direction of ASEAN statistics, drive regional integration through enhanced data systems, and provide critical tools to improve data accuracy and consistency across ASEAN. Mutiara Perlis Sdn Bhd wholly owned subsidiary Inland Port Perlis Sdn Bhd IPPSB, the developer of the Advanced Logistics Hub Perlis Inland Port PIP, has signed a Memorandum of Understanding MOU with Penang Port Sdn Bhd PPSB and a Memorandum of Collaboration MOC with the Asosiasi Depo Container Indonesia ASDECI. These arrangements represent a significant step in enhancing regional trade, optimizing logistics and strengthening Malaysia's position within the ASEAN logistics corridor. Executive Chairman Datuk Shabaruddin Ibrahim said the MOU with PPSB alongside the MOC with ASDECI reflect IPPSB's long-term commitment to building a sustainable and resilient logistics ecosystem in Malaysia. He explained that the MOU with PPSB focuses on integrated rail services and synchronized cargo handling, streamlining cargo transfers between PIP and Penang Port. This collaboration, he noted, also includes efforts to consolidate empty containers at PIP to facilitate the management of transshipment cargo between southern Thailand and Penang Port. Meanwhile, he noted that the MOC with ASDECI aims to expand IPPSB's reach within the ASEAN region by fostering cross-border cooperation and improving logistics coordination with Indonesia. Commenting on this, Datuk Shabaruddin said ASDECI's involvement underscores a shared framework for growth, allowing both countries to leverage logistics expertise and foster an integrated ASEAN logistics corridor. Still ahead in our business segment, energy efficiency practices crucial for future sustainability. Thanks for staying with us. The adoption of energy efficiency practices can significantly reduce electricity consumption, lower carbon emissions and mitigate the impact of climate change on the country. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Fadilah Yusof highlighted that energy efficiency not only leads to cost and energy savings but also helps reduce the greenhouse effect on the environment. Speaking at the Energy Efficiency Challenge 2024 award ceremony, he said this will also contribute to preserving the diminishing energy resources for future generations. Datuk Seri Fadilah also emphasised that the youths are the most powerful agents of change, making it essential to raise awareness of energy efficiency from an early age, starting in schools. The review of the Johor-Singapore Special Economic Zone JSSEZ draft agreement between the Malaysian and Singaporean government is in the final stage and is expected to be finalised by December. In this regard, Economy Minister Rafizi Ramli said the relevant cabinet paper would be presented within the next week or two before finalising it. Commenting on the country's preparations to reduce its dependence on foreign workers and employ local workers in the JSSEZ, he said the process should be carried out in an integrated and phased manner via the JSSEZ concept.
Proses ini sebenarnya dia berkait. Kalau kita hendak mewujudkan peluang pekerjaan yang menawarkan gaji yang tinggi, mereka memerlukan tenaga kerja yang berkemahiran tinggi. Kalau kita ingin menyediakan tenaga kerja yang berkemahiran tinggi terlebih dahulu, maka pelaburan-pelaburan seperti itu akan pergi ke negara lain. Jadi ia perlu dilakukan secara bersepadu dan berfasa. Konsep melalui JSSEZ ini ialah supaya kita dengan cepat boleh menskalakan industri-industri yang kalau sebelum ini tidak ada di Malaysia.
He said this aligns with the JSSEZ's aim to attract high-value global investments and create high-paying job opportunities in designated areas in Johor. Among the sectors identified to support this aspiration are digital and technology, green energy, advanced electronics, and semiconductor development as part of the artificial intelligence and data center ecosystem. The Farmers Organisation Authority LPP aims to broaden its collaboration with the Prisons Department, particularly in expanding projects beyond agriculture, such as livestock initiatives, to further bolster the country's food security efforts. Its chairman, Datuk Mahfuz Omar, disclosed that the current partnership between both parties has already been successfully implemented in 7 correctional and reintegration centres nationwide, focusing on vegetable cultivation. Building on these achievements, Datuk Mahfuz expressed hopes for the continued expansion of this collaboration with potential future involvement in the livestock sector. He added that selecting correctional and reintegration centres for agricultural projects not only helps reduce labour costs, but also provides an opportunity to nurture aspiring entrepreneurs among inmates or prospects.
Jadi ini merupakan satu usaha dalam kita nak mendekati pihak penjara untuk melakukan satu kerjasama, kerana pertama pihak penjara mempunyai keluasan tanah yang agak luas dan juga mempunyai tenaga kerja yang agak mudah untuk kita perolehi, tidak seperti mana kalau di luar kita nak kena cari tenaga kerja dengan bebanan yang begitu besar. Jadi ini akan lebih memudahkan kita semua.
Currently, 3 onion cultivation projects are being carried out at the Kamunting Correctional Centre, the Jasin Correctional Centre and the Sepang Reintegration Centre, while other centres are dedicated to vegetable farming. The proposal to revert the name of Universiti Putra Malaysia UPM to its original name, Universiti Pertanian Malaysia, will be brought to the Cabinet for deliberation. Agriculture and Food Security Minister Datuk Seri Muhammad Sabu said that he would personally present the proposal at an upcoming Cabinet meeting, considering the current national priority in food security and advancing the country's agricultural sector.
Saya berhasrat begitu sebab kita dulu ni barangkali kita tak fikir barangkali masa itu tak berlaku climate change, soal berlaku perubahan cuaca, kepanasan dunia. Jadi sekarang ni pertanian ni dah jadi satu isu dunia. United Nations ke apa semua bincang pasal.
For the record, the university's name was changed from Universiti Pertanian Malaysia to Universiti Putra Malaysia on 3rd April 1997 to reflect its status as a higher education institution offering a broader range of programs beyond agriculture, particularly in science and information technology. UPM currently has 14 faculties offering various programs related to agriculture and food security, including smart farming and artificial intelligence applications in agriculture. The Public Relations and Communications Association, PRCA Malaysia, has launched the Code of Ethics and Integrity towards addressing the ethical and professional challenges faced by the industry. Unveiled at the Malaysia PR Summit 2024 today, the code is not just a set of rules, but a framework for responsible and transparent communication in the industry. The public relations PR industry is confronted with issues such as unclear perception of the industry's depth, lack of a unified governing body, and fragmentation of roles among practitioners. And according to PRCA Malaysia President Professor Muhammad Said Bani CM Din, the PR industry is often misunderstood and underestimated. However, he believes it has potential to become a strategic powerhouse in the role to shape a stronger, more cohesive nation. In a video note during the summit, Communications Minister Fahmi Fadzil said PR is crucial in delivering the right narratives, fostering trust and building strong relationships.
Ethical and effective communication transcends divisions, uniting us as one nation. Now, more than ever, we must harness its power to shape a stronger Malaysia through thoughtful storytelling and messages that build bridges, inspire progress, and uphold our shared values.
The total cost of the expansion of the Pulau Pinang International Airport, LTAPP, is estimated at 1.55 billion ringgit, with almost all of it to be financed through a private financing initiative by Malaysia Airports Holdings Berhad. State Infrastructure, Transport and Digital Committee Chairman Zairil Khair Johari said it was financed without any collaboration with other private companies, and it involved expanding the airport's capacity from 6.5 million passengers per annum MPPA to 12 MPPA upon completion.
Lapangan terbang melibatkan 3 pakej seperti berikut. Yang pertama adalah Works Package 1 melibatkan kerja-kerja bangunan sokongan dan juga pembinaan Remote Digital Virtual Tower. Ini adalah remote tower yang pertama di negara Malaysia. Works Package 2 melibatkan kerja-kerja infrastruktur airside dan apron. Ketiga, Works Package 3 melibatkan kerja-kerja di terminal utama. Buat masa ini, Letter of Award untuk Work Package 1 telah pun dikeluarkan pada bulan Julai dan kerja pun telah.
On 27th February, Transport Minister Anthony Loke announced that the government had approved the expansion project, and it was also announced by Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim when tabling the 2025 budget. CIMB Group Holdings Berhad has posted a higher net profit of 2.03 billion ringgit in the third quarter ended 30th September this year. This is an increase as compared to 1.85 billion ringgit in the same period last year. In a filing with Bursa Malaysia, CIMB said revenue improved to 5.74 billion ringgit from 5.31 billion ringgit previously. For the first 9 months of its financial year ending 31st December, its net profit grew to 5.93 billion ringgit from 5.27 billion ringgit in the same period of last year, while revenue rose to 16.97 billion ringgit versus 15.64 billion ringgit previously. CIMB explained that the increase in revenue was buoyed by improvements in net interest income and non-interest income. It noted that net interest income increased by 6% year-on-year, driven by asset growth, while non-interest income grew 14.4% to 5.39 billion ringgit on the back of stronger fees, treasury client sales and trading income. Group CEO Novan Amiruddin said the bank has made significant investment in strengthening its technology resiliency to deliver a superior customer experience. He said CIMB aims to strengthen its deposit franchise and embrace the theme of simpler, better, faster throughout its business, which will be central to its new strategic plan.
Malaysian small and medium enterprises SMEs have described the China International Supply Chain Expo CISCE as an eye-opening experience in terms of future market planning, as well as benefiting from finding space for their supply chain business.
Kinta Small and Medium Business Sustainability Association KPKS Perak President Oi Karbiu said the expo provided inspiration, education and opportunities for Malaysian SMEs to go beyond their targets. KPKS Perak was visiting China to seek opportunities to collaborate with Chinese SMEs. Oi said part of the association's aim for coming to the expo is to bring some of the technologies back to the country. The visit from 23rd to 28th November aimed to align local SMEs with advanced technological trends and global best practices. Jelapang State Legislative Assembly member Chia Po Hian urged Malaysian SMEs to benefit from international expos and understand the direction of technological developments. He noted that SMEs can utilize the knowledge gained to adapt their business plans and future direction. The second edition of the China International Supply Chain Expo from 26 to 30 of November sees the participation of over 620 enterprises, institutions and organizations from over 69 countries.
That concludes this evening's Malaysia Tonight. In our top story, Malaysia and ASEAN seen as peaceful with rapid economic growth. And do tune in to World Today coming up tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. on TV2. Till then, I'm Brunei Fong. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Thanks for watching and have a pleasant evening.